At Hue, the last Tet Battle for the cities becomes another bloody siege. The North Vietnamese capture Hue within 24 hours, then dig in. The Marines begin a bitter counteroffensive. Lieutenant Colonel Robert Christmas.
I can remember a very weird feeling. And we went up Route 1, and we passed, a lot of devastation but nothing. We got into the city, nothing. We were about 2 blocks off of the McVie compound, and then boom, a major ambush hit us. And we literally ran an entire company across the bridge, just a double time. Got into the other side of the bridge and, of course, quickly took up position. We were able to drive what was over there off about a square block and then hold it. Frankly, that was probably the worst evening I spent in the city because I was very scared, and I don't think there was anyone else with us that wasn't.
The Americans struggled to regain Hue, block by block, picking their way across old courtyards and down narrow streets. On February 6th, a week into the offensive, 5 Marine companies recapture some key buildings: the hospital, the jail, and provincial headquarters. More than 100 U.S. Marines are dead. Morale is seriously tested.
Not knowing where they are, that's the worst. Riding around and running the sewers and the gutters anywhere. Be anywhere. Just hope you stay alive from day to day. If I just want to go back home and go to school. That's about it.
You lost any friends?
Quite a few. We lost one the other day. The whole thing stinks, really.
After 10 days, the communists still hold the main northern sector, the Citadel. Now the Marines begin crossing the Perfume River. The main bridges are out, blown up by the communists. 2 Marine companies are ferried across to attack the Citadel from the east. The American and South Vietnamese High Command agree that casualties are becoming prohibitive. They decide to bomb the old city, until now spared because of its historical significance. Outside Hue, American reinforcements begin closing in to cut off communist supply lines. As the battle rages, an inspiring moment for the Marines.
Mystically, from somewhere, appears this American flag. Well, first of all, the old gunny looked up and just literally burst into tears. But I think the even greater phenomena was here bullets are still cracking and all sorts of things are going on. And out of the windows of this Capitol building, where Marines are still clearing room by room, and then comes this tremendous cheer, that you can hear over the sounds of the battle and everything else.
In the battle for Hue, the South Vietnamese placed their losses at 400 and claimed 5,000 communist troops killed. The Americans lose 142 Marines. Another 857 are seriously wounded. Among them, Lieutenant Colonel Christmas.
And I let them lay me down, but this is something I'll take with me all of my life. The mortars started to come in, and there was nothing I could do. I couldn't move, and the mortars were walking just like that, and I got hit a couple times, but then on top of me, my radio operator and my gunnery sergeant just dove on top of me and laid on top of me as these mortars went through. And again, I took a few more wounds. Fortunately, they weren't wounded, but I will take that with me all my life.
There is only the old fort, the citadel, left to reoccupy. Supporting the advance, tanks fire point blank at the walls and garden of the citadel. The Marines seize the southeast gate of the citadel. February 25th, 1968. The battle for Hue is over. South Vietnamese troops celebrate, but the communist forces also claim victory. North Vietnamese diplomat Ha Van La.
Selon notre point de vue, nous considérons que la victoire.
We considered the victory of the Tet Offensive to be a strategic one for us.
Quant aux pertes en effectif.
As to the actual losses of human life or material on our side, I don't recall the exact figures, but it was only natural that we did lose men and material. That was the price we had to pay to win this strategic victory.
The shattered, once grand city is a grim monument to what the victory cost. General Westmoreland claims that the war could now have been won.
This was the turning point of the war. It could have been a turning point for success, but it was the turning point for failure. By virtue of the earlier reporting of the war, which was gloom and doom, and which gave the American people the impression that the Americans were being defeated on the battlefield, swayed public opinion to the point that political authority made the decision to withdraw from the battlefield.